be able to come back year after year with a new film?
First of all, it's really a great honor because it's reassuring to know that people appreciate my work. So it's a fantastic feeling, to come year after year. You were asking me about Shattered. It's a slightly abstract film, but it has a story, but it's not an obvious story. But basically, it's about how do we deal with the violence that's going on around the world today. That's what the film is about. The question it asks at the end of the film is, what are we supposed to do with all this violence that's going on? The film itself is just the internal mental state of a man who goes to church, and during the church service, he starts lucid dreaming about the events in the world.
And what inspired this? Did you go through something like that?
What inspired me is very far-fetched, but in this case, what inspired me was there was a special church in Deir Zor in northern Syria. This church was a very special church for the Armenians because many of the bones of the victims of the genocide were inside this church. They were kept there. And last year or the year before last, I don't remember exactly, it was blown up by insurgents in that area. That affected me very deeply, and I started thinking about it. Why this random violence? I mean, it's a church, nobody's doing anything. It's in the middle of desert, it's in the middle of nowhere. It's like, what point is being made by blowing up this church? So it got me thinking, and thinking, and I couldn't go there to sort of do a documentary about it. It was impossible to go into that area these days. So I abstracted it. And in the film, anybody who's familiar with that church, there is a shot of that church that I put in there, before and after it was bombed. This is all happening in this man's, it's basically, I put all my feelings and all my, response into my character. So the character is really me, even though it's being played by Arthur Hovan, who's right there somewhere.
How has this festival helped you as a director and writer?
Well, by being encouraged to make more movies, and also it's helped build my reputation. Many other festivals have invited me, having heard of this festival, and so it's it just moves that way in various. It's like a ripple effect, if you would. So it's a ripple effect, and it's built me a very respectable reputation. I say that modestly, though, because, it's just, I don't want to gloat or anything. But ARPA has been very, very, very appreciative of my work. They have supported me in some of my best work and some of my not so good work, but they've always been behind me, and I really appreciate them inviting me here every year.